Tonight at Midpoint, we're going to be diving into Jonah chapter 3. I love this chapter. It's got a lot packed into it. We're going to see that Jonah's out of the whale, out of the fish. We got that at the end of chapter 2. But then in Jonah chapter 3, God is going to repeat the command that he was given in Jonah chapter 1. The word of the Lord is going to come to Jonah, and he's going to say, "Arise, go to Nineveh, that great city, and call out against it the message that I tell you." So Jonah's going to do that. He's going to go to Nineveh, and he's going to travel 1 day's journey into the city, and he's going to preach. He's going to preach the message that God gave him in the simplest form that he can do it. Now, what you have to realize is that Nineveh is actually a city that's 3 days' journey across. So essentially, Jonah goes a third of the way into the city. He proclaims the absolute bare minimum that he can, and he leaves. The king, on the other hand, he hears this message, and he believes. And the king arises from his throne, puts himself in sackcloth and ashes, and makes a proclamation commanding the city to fast, that the Lord will relent from what he's going to do, destroying the city. The king does exactly what Jonah was commanded to do. He arises and he proclaims, but he does it for the whole city, whereas Jonah does the absolute bare minimum that he can do. How often do you and I as believers, how often do we as believers do the same thing? We do the bare minimum to be called Christians, the bare minimum to obey God. We check off the boxes, attend church most of the time. We go on a mission trip occasionally. We wear a Christian t-shirt occasionally. We go to a Christian club occasionally. We do the bare minimum that can be called obedience. But are we really giving God, is that really obedience? Are we really giving God our heart, which is what he's after? And tonight we're going to look at that question, and the answer is no. And so we're going to look at what it looks like to give God our full obedience, what it really looks like to obey and follow the Lord. Our midpoint schedule tonight will be our normal schedule. Open gym 5 to 6 at the AB. We will have dinner in the coffee shop from 6 to 6:40. Junior high Bible study at 6:40. High school Bible study at 7. Parents, please pick up by 8:30. Y'all have a great day. We will see y'all at Midpoint tonight. We'll dive into Jonah chapter 3.